One of Donald Trump's most insightful assessments of his relationship with black voters came weeks after he won the 2016 presidential election. In an interview with the New York Times, Trump said, "After all, his opponent, Hillary Clinton, didn't get the African American votes, and as you know, we got close to 15 points. We started with 1, we almost reached 15. And more importantly," he continued, "many people didn't come because the African American community loved me. They liked what I said. So they didn't vote for me, but they didn't come, which was a big problem for him." Analysis 2018 showed that millions of people who supported Barack Obama's 2012 re-election failed to vote in 2016. A third of them were black. After becoming president, Trump's attitude changed. His campaign-following rhetoric about giving himself a shot required him to present a picture of success. So he and his team created one that proclaimed it the most beneficial presidency for black Americans since Abraham Lincoln, pointing to things like low unemployment and certain legislative clauses. It's hard to know to what extent Trump believes this claim, but most of his supporters have embraced it. It's also hard to know to what extent this was a rationalization, an attempt to refute criticism of the racial approach by insisting that black Americans love it. If black Americans have supported Trump in large numbers despite his history of controversial and overtly racist comments, it means that the importance of these comments has been overstated by a left that uses race as a stick. In fact, this would justify many of the whites' complaints policies. Trump is still trying to take that step. He posted a celebratory statement on social media on Tuesday. "Minority voters are leaving crooked Joe Biden and the Democratic Party for Trump," he wrote. "Thank you, a very smart decision." The apparent trigger for this statement was the Times analysis that showed support for President Biden among non-white Americans was softening. Biden's support from black and Hispanic Americans dwindled, in a Times poll conducted by Siena College. A recent election voter poll by the Pew Research Center shows such variation among Asian and Hispanic voters, as well as Americans who fall into multiracial or other racial categories. The lines below have been moving mostly to the right since 2018, showing more advantageous margins for Republican candidates in the House of Representatives or presidential election. Times data show the progress of this change in recent polls, looking at Trump and Biden's rematch in 2024. That's why Trump is celebrating. His allies continue to argue that this is a function of Trump. After he was arrested in Georgia last month, Trump's allies suggested that his headshot was somehow an inspiration to black Americans, an obviously worrisome proposition. On Tuesday, also shared a post on Truth Social with an interview with a black Trump supporter, the person who shared the video CIT.